very slow. Okay, I'm live. Fortunately, okay. So I noticed something today. I mean, YouTube's, I think, making upgrades or whatever, and I'm just getting familiar with. Oh, we got a viewer already, and I mean, I don't think yours would have been that quick. Hello, Sonny. You're gonna be good, okay? Um, the dog. But I noticed that there was a section for titling or categorizing. Let me just. No, I don't have anything up here. Dog attention. But as soon as I go towards him, not always, but sometimes he's finicky like that, and you'll go to and he'll back up a little bit, and sometimes you won't. But anyway, basically, yeah, there was a categorizing section, and I was surprised it didn't see mental health actually, but I don't really know if it makes a difference. The age categories one's confusing too. Like you can't say that there's no age restriction. I mean, how can they control off somebody that like you don't sign in and say your age? If you're a kid, you might not have. I don't know. A lot of them have cell phones, and in some ways, it's or even a teenager, you might not have an email address, but and of course, the YouTube channel is connected to it. But I mean, you could use a parent. I don't know. I don't know how the heck they would know. I might get the dog something because essentially it's like I'm being on the phone, but I'm not on the phone. Want to try out those new treats, Sonny? I'll be right back. We'll take one. Oh, it's really not looking appealing, and I hate to cancel on short notice, and they do have my insurance plan, but we have lots of money, and it's not technically ours. It's I guess the government. Well, no, it's not the government dental plan, but it's I don't know. I don't know how that works, but part of the matter is if it looks like this out later, I'm not going out. It's not like I'm in a lot of like I knew it was supposed to snow here today, but holy smokes, the way you swallowed that. But should have waited till we got a viewer. But if it's anything like last night, they're actually becoming pretty quick. And even then, like it soaks in really fast sometimes. Oh, yeah, scoliosis chair. So I can see when people are coming in from here, and I can see if comments appear. I'm not necessarily going to be able to read them, but I can see them appear. You didn't finish those already, did you, Sonny? I wonder if I put you in the crate. I mean, I may be going out, I may not be, and if I'm not, or if I am, it's still like 2 hours. Well, because I have to have time to get there too. What time is it? Sorry for the slow start. 8:30. So I have about a little over 2 hours, just a smidgen over 2 hours. You gonna put your in here and close on the door, Sonny? Yeah, put you in there. Otherwise, you won't go in here. Hopefully that will be too cold for you. so I am on the other side of that wall. It's true, but I'm trying not to be loud. I don't think I'm going to be doing music, but again, it's a couple things. For anybody who sees this afterwards, it's a couple things. One, I don't want to utilize all my energy when there aren't people here listening. And two, or I don't want to utilize much energy. And two, whether it's a good method or not, I'm still trying to find out or figure out. But the waiting till there's an audience to. Sorry, I know it's not great that I keep coming off on the screen, but I'm just still settling in. Don't mind me. I guess I just figure, really starting to figure, trying to keep myself company through the day and, such and such. Why not see if I can have a bit more than that? I'm just going here because the door getting fully closed. But again, I'm on the other side of the wall that he's on, so the dog, so. But so far, so good. But yes, it's very much about the engagement of the audience and communicating with the audience/viewers. So if we don't have any, then I can't do that. So. But at the same time, I kind of do it anyway because it's not that I couldn't process thoughts if they were just in my head, but I would find it harder to. I'd find it harder to. So I think I have it under how to and style. How to is very vague, and I try and have style. Yeah, I may have thought which may have reminded her of when she was homeless, someone knows homeless, it's almost done. It's that, but yeah, something a little closer would be handy dandy. But yeah, so something else. But he might not have had been great at all. But you know what? Considering how he's very rarely in there, except for a little bit lately, it's fine. Hello, we have a viewer. Don't worry, nothing broke. So, welcome. So, the purpose of this video is I don't know if music will happen in it. If you have a song request, let me know. And the viewer goes. But yeah, I mean, I know it's a lot of moving back and forth, but this is the more comfy seat, and I'm a little unsure whether I should check, perhaps, if I can, to see if I can be heard over there. I mean, I'm not that much further away, and I always tell him, a few steps away, it's still just as loud as it is otherwise. Move me, cat. But, and it's a silent adverse. Like it knows when you're rolling on YouTube, I guess. But then it plays it here. Okay, yeah, it sounds fine. Just wasn't sure if it's picking me up. Hello, so we have a viewer. Okay, so the purpose of this video, aside from if you have a song request that you'd like to hear me do, the guitar is now not up here. I can do it on karaoke cover. I could do it on keyboard, but I wouldn't necessarily be on screen because of the configuration, and I don't play piano very often, and obviously keyboard's different as the viewer goes. Like I say, I'm going to conserve my energy till we have people viewing. Now they do come in. See, I don't know, as someone, as a kind of a co-collaborator, co-owner on this channel, co-user on this channel, for reasons that Lynn understands, it just makes the most sense right now, pretty much. I don't know if I should acknowledge someone and then just not say anything, Well, it doesn't. You can be completely distracted and say hi back. It doesn't, take a lot of focus or whatever. So, right, if they can hear me over here, like I say, as I just checked for purpose, then let's sit over here. It's more comfy. Still not great, but it's more comfy. Yeah, so they also said the chair's too far back, and also, yeah, that light's crazy, especially on a sunny day. It was so much nicer a couple of weeks ago when I went there. Oh, the back of that one is quite bad. Front actually isn't all that bad, not as much as I thought. Maybe some of the enamel's repaired itself. But yes, I want to save my energy because I think I could possibly get easily congested this morning, and if I am going out in a little bit, then I just need my energy. I've had some sugar and stuff, but caffeine, but still. But yeah, just to say hi and then just pause. Like I don't need to. So sorry if for anybody who views this afterwards, if it seems like it's kind of a slow go, or if like the intro keeps repeating itself. In a way, it does because I keep doing it when a new viewer comes in, but then they don't stay. But that could be internet issues, Wi-Fi issues. It could be something came up in their environment. People are very easily distracted, and it's adjustable online, like myself included. Like I mean, as much as as much as I'm annoyed by it, and it'd be nice if they at least said something. But then, like hi, be right. I don't know whether they didn't come back. I forgot whatever it is. But it's like I totally understand, and I sometimes I'm the same way. Not usually with live videos though, and there is a difference. There is a difference. So, or like we've had a couple of them recently. They may not stay super long, although one that's like them. I mean, it doesn't say who likes it. That's one thing about YouTube compared to other social media. That's not that I use a lot of it, but the sites I do use, that's kind of stupid. I mean, it's a great thing, you know, that so many people have so much cool content on here, and it's just, provides people with company and escape from the reality for a bit. Like YouTube is great, don't get me wrong, but yeah, it'd be nice. But yeah, some of them, I think there's been 2 occasions recently where people have come in and they haven't said any, they haven't been there long or whatever, but they have liked. Now, I'm tempted to go downstairs and get something quickly, just to make sure I have a bit more comfort. And then we'll go from there. He's like, you're home. But he knows he was being noisy, and I could tell after he finished those things, quick, but they were gone, that he was possibly going to start being noisy again. So it's very distracting. It's like me passing from my street. He has a great life, and he's neither. Well, I might be a bit ignored, but that's besides the point. That's what this is a lot. It's during the daytime, but can't believe what I almost said. What if I should practice upstairs, but then message it a bit more? I mean, I already wrote, like, I think it said 17 minutes. Didn't feel like it was that long, but. So by 9:30 it'll be about an hour and a half at 10. 10:30, 2 hours. I've never made one longer than that. And at about 10:30. Well, 10:45, I would say I'll leave because we got a like, and that wasn't there when I left. And in fact, before anybody thinks it, like honestly, truly, it wasn't there when I left, but neither was the viewer. So it's not like the viewer came and so good, he's not there. That's probably my own whatchamacallit. That's I don't know. It's just a little quip. But it might be someone who's actually familiar with the channel, knows that they like the content. Like, I don't have a lot of time and nothing seems to be happening, but I'll give it a like. Heck, it does. It is motivating. I'll say that much. So, it's only been 15 minutes. I put that fan on, but it's so unpredictable. It's like it's really slow to start up, and it sometimes is noisy. And yeah, here the ever does this fitness anymore because of the softer flooring in there, more ambient, but it's also what happened. Okay, I hope we get some viewage soon. Unfamiliarity, which I understand. People that aren't very familiar with me on this channel, for instance, or anybody on YouTube. But I mean, I don't know. Sometimes when you can see the person and when you can change your mind without like having to engage with them, if that helps. But really, I mean, yeah. Anyway, I'll wait. But I do have some things I'd like to say, so hopefully somebody comes in soon. And I don't think I'm that hard to see sitting over here. I don't think I am. So, see me. See me, hear me, talk to me. I so want to watch this while I'm waiting. But if I get engrossed in this or engaged in this too much and I'm not looking at it, then it's just me watching. Which is quite amusing, really. Like, seriously. I'm just thinking about something that there's a fairly large amount of in this room. I do want it to be engaging for anybody who watches after the fact, who finds us after the fact. It doesn't seem to be in the general video category. It's just in the lives for some weird reason. But I don't know, better chance of finishing in the lives. There's one other thing I might want to quickly get from the other room. Although that tab there, if I noticed it, would remind me too. Like, I don't have to talk to what's her face to I can leave a message. Just want to get to her. I don't know. I kind of do want that second thing in here though, just like the guitar is not. But I kind of want that second thing in here just as a reminder. Yeah. Yeah, those green dots along the bottom, they're not going beyond 2 or 3, so it's amazing that it can hear me actually. As long as I put this back after. I can't remember where I left off with out here, but I'll watch it tonight. Because, right, it's downstairs now, where it just came up here. I'm sure I'll go in there later tonight. Well, if it's open, I think about closing it. He doesn't. He should, but yeah, I'll go in there later tonight. Let me see here. Even if we're not in the same room a ton, it's nice to be on the same floor. You just feel closer because, the other person in the house works 8-hour days and isn't, and I'm mostly alone most of those days. And so just being closer to, even if not always like in the same room or engaging, I'm noticing lately how that's helpful. Why do I feel like this is such more bonier bone than usual? I don't know if it's my fingers or my cheek, but okay, where that one did not do much. But no, I was looking at these meditation bowls. I'm thinking about it from time to time. I'm trying to think about for it, but I get some decent sounds out of some of them, but they really, I mean, ones that sound nice, I do like. I don't really find like it slows me down enough. I think that's what's nice about guided meditations. Not that I'm going to promise you that here because don't I don't even do them that often. Well, it's a bit of a group trigger. It's a bit of a platform trigger a little bit and a couple other things. But sorry, nobody's here at the moment. But I wouldn't mind that open a little bit actually because it lets some air kind of through. And the dog is not being noisy, so it works. But guided meditation, it kind of gets you out of your head because you're following what it's saying, for the most part. That comes from somebody who is a very active, deep thinker who has ADHD. So I think I'm pretty accurate when I say that. As long as you're not scrolling on YouTube while you're watching, Okay, I'm going to save my energy now. I do wonder if I should look that up, though. I have to go back to the very top, which is going to take a while because I have a lot of things open. It unintentionally did it. It was weird. It came up to me the other day, and I don't know what my hand did on the tablet, but it opened a new tab, and so I was not in the position of open tabs that I had been in before. He's bad at it too. I mean, yeah, a lot of those are mine lately, but he knows how to group them. But he's had about 15, 25 open at one time too. But I mean, I've worked with it and it's been fine. But on the cell phone just this morning, unintentionally, I accidentally opened a new tab, but it had either reordered and or went to the very top ones. And some of them I don't think were that old, and I was kind of building my session around those recent tabs, and then it bounced. It made a new one. So I don't know. There's no way I'm gonna, even harder on there than on the tablet. I think there's no way I'm gonna find that unless it just happens to show it to me. I will get a little bit closer though, since we have a viewer just that just left. Honestly, but that being said, and again, it could be a numerous thing. It is good to think of the psychology and make progress about how that kind of stuff kind of falls to how it is. Like somebody may have thought correctly. I don't want people getting too close to me, and he's getting closer. Like, how close is he getting? I don't want to see up his nose. Blah blah blah. I don't know. Maybe I'm projecting is the wrong word, but maybe I should just start the content, do it, and finish. But the thing is that these days I am quite isolated. Like today is actually the day of a group that I used to go to, and I almost said something to him this morning, and I don't really want to say it here. And I thought about it back then. In fact, I left a message on Amber's voicemail, kind of saying it right after, not long after it happened. She never touched on that, which was kind of surprising. Maybe she thought I was joking. Whether she thought Colleen was, I wasn't. Maybe she thought I was, and I wasn't really. And I'm sure as heck not joking now about it. But, and he was, and he almost, I mean, he had to get leave for work, but he was almost insistent. No, tell me. But 24 minutes in, I'm glad I didn't. It's bad enough that he knows how sad how I think he does sense the depression. It's not an invisible illness. Most of them aren't. If you're an aware person and you can relate to somebody, some people do hide it better. Like Robin Williams comes to mind. I know I was actually a little bit giggly this morning about something, and I said, this is just for the moment or something like that. But and he knows that I wish my circumstances were different, and I don't know what to do. So, you know, I don't want to get him too worried. I mean, I guess he does know that I sometimes use those lines, and I think that's so bad. And the first two times I used 98, which I don't think is only local, it's amazing I've gotten through so fast, unless they have some sort of way of connecting it to local. But even the other one, that's a 1-800 that I haven't used very often. I think it's 1-800 or 188 or 186 or something like that. Pretty quick. But so I guess even though he knows that I'm uncomfortable with the question, I guess he knows as well that at least if I'm calling, they might ask, and if I want to, I'll say. But and I don't know. I don't know. Like I could have titled, but I don't know if he'd want that on his channel, and then he'd see it, and then he might watch it out of curiosity. Like he's fine me doing these, like I say, for reasons. Here is the best spot mostly, but it's one thing if it's in the embedded in the video somewhere, and the other thing is that that's actually a benefit to it only showing the comments, or at least the live chat while it's live. Again, I don't know if it was just a glitch or it doesn't do it anymore, but you used to be able to select. Not that I look often. I'm actually kind of tempted. It's not that far from the end of the tabs. Not that I look often, and that's just. It says sync isn't working. No, there's another one that says verify it's you. Oh, it's showing me the first one. But and even when I go to live, Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Oh, right. Is that happening now? Well, it says it's live, so I guess it is. Some people won't go because they watch it. Well, they might be watching it online, I guess. Where they can adjust the volume and that because of the crowds. Disney's even getting into it. That's right here in Canada. Thanksgiving's already like. We didn't do much, but I think it's early October. It's like almost 2 months away. I mean, Christmas is coming soon. Why is it so close? I mean, it's ironic in some ways, but so I might be. I might be. What's the word? Especially since they look like they do a really fancy and elaborate and diverse job at it. I'm almost tempted to watch it, for goodness sakes. But I don't want to distract from the topic of this video, and I don't want to start having thoughts that make me express what I really would rather wait to express when we get viewers. Well, I mean, it would be different thoughts, but like I'd rather save my energy. I don't remember exactly what her last name was, though. I was going to try and tag. I remember the first 3 letters of it, I think, though, so let me just try this. Because she's also not shy in the comments. Don't know what that miniature downward arrow is, but nope, nothing shows up. That's the difference between this and Facebook, I guess. I don't know if I've seen the Rose Parade, and I mean I've seen local parades of different types, but I mean I'm not American. I would have only seen it on, digital media of some sort. But I mean I'm not in the States. I guess it happens in New York. Does it happen in other places too? Mostly I'm seeing New York. Just watching for viewers. It's not like I haven't done anything in this. And the title, kind of, sort of, I don't know if there's question marks. I don't know if there could have been. I'm just noticing how big the handle of this over the pointers there too, but looks like part of it, but of that is on the video. But even just the title, can create some dialogue. Hopefully, I don't really want to see that. Well, the thing is that and then of other time zones, unless somebody is a night owl or an insomniac, which is, I know, practically the same thing. They're not going to be watching, but people from all over the world. Let me just quickly check something else here. I don't think I can call her at the same time. As I'm doing this. And I do want to keep the title and try and touch on it a bit more. And I'm not close enough, I don't think, with this person to just call them up. Try and send them a message to let them know I was rolling, but I don't think it's went through. Diane doesn't seem to be at work lately. It's veteran. It's been watching though. Yeah, she actually went offline. I think test or something on it. That's something we could talk about. And it actually does make me think of a song. All you need is just a little patience. I didn't do that very well. If I was doing the full song and or had an instrument with me or karaoke track, you can hear me singing recently, just last night, in fact. And you can see that I'm better. But you're not even here, so what's the point of it all? I probably will still do the thing it's only 9 o'clock and I don't have to go anywhere. I'll let him, it's not even enclosed in it, but actually, I think I left that room open, didn't I? To remember to close it on his behalf. Oh, right, I closed that one. This is loading very slow. But I know that won't be what talk about. As soon as this, I don't know. Mention me and make some know what I'm going through, but just right now I need it in my life, People. Good people. Okay, now it looks like it's gonna switch just fine, kind of, although it's white, but not black. But yeah, there were some things that Sean did in the whole situation I went through recently that maybe I don't agree with, and they're not like at the front of my mind. But at the same time, he it seems I brought it back on. Oh no, that's old. At the same time, he really did hear me out. He really did seem concerned because he answered twice, once and then an hour and a bit later. while he was leading a class, like maybe they were doing paperwork or group work. It sounded very quiet around him. But wish I could remember if that was the tab that was being wonky. I mean, she is active again. Well, I mean, people could think that's anybody. Okay, it's being very particular. Like it looked like it was going to type there, but it's not. Oh, there it is. And the other thing did not paste here, and I don't know why, but I'm going to try again. No, it still didn't. She doesn't seem very talkative, so it might be pointless them doing this. But I mean, because that's the thing. That's the other thing. I just have to go to the other room very, very quickly. But that's the other thing. I can post this. I can post any of these on Facebook. But I mean, his friends wouldn't be understanding that, like he's not in it. But he works so damn much, But heck, you know what? Can't do much because you get to be most likely to be homeless. So, and that's a scary thought. Very scary thought. Plus, we did get all that. Yeah, we can try not to think of that, but I mean, it's a reality. Facebook tabs are being very slow right now, and it's annoying me. Part of the reason why it might be kind of so black when I switch is because YouTube has a lot of black area. Ooh, I almost clicked the X there. I double clicked on the tab, but it wasn't quite on the X, so it was fine. Yeah, no, and that's pending too. It's fine. It's fine. Oh. There's a bunch of dog hair on this carpet. He's not in here very often. So maybe I'll just quickly do what I was initially intending to do and then just go downstairs with him for a bit. The dog, because I mean, I don't have to leave until about 11. Maybe depending on how trenchy the snow is and how slow I am, although I'm going to want to get there and get out of the weather. I would say I should leave by about 10:45. Probably get there at about 11:15, 11:20. I shouldn't have to do forms that I just did. Nothing's changed. Still not pregnant. I mean, that's one of the questions. I mean, it's generic for everybody. It is. It is. But I mean, like, I'm a very simple case. But I mean, I don't know. And I really wonder, with all those, at the dentist, with all the insurance and such information forms as a new patient, how much they actually look at it. But I'm competing with the damn Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, man. And I'm feeling it. Well, I've been rolling for 40 minutes. I don't know what to say. The thing is that I do have a little bit, I mean, it seems like I have a lot to say, I understand, but I'm just winging it. I do have a little bit kind of prepared in my head. But mostly, especially at this point, once I'm done that, and I know I should have done it before 41 minutes in, but whatever. I mean, people skip ahead a bit or whatever. Once I'm done that, there's not a whole lot to say. Unless people are engaging and bringing conversation into it. I mean, there's not much to say. Three chairs there. Perfect setup for parlor. Even though there's stuff on the one. There was one of our viewers the other day that said that not this time, but the time I was doing it yesterday about for locally was a pretty good time for them. And the other people that were there, I mean, I only asked once, maybe twice. I think just once actually in that case. There was one other person there who wasn't saying much, from what I recall. The other ones that came and went. But the thing I would says, I do deserve to be heard, and I want to make a difference, and I want to make an impact. But yes, even after the winter, some of those people are still probably going to be there, and it's not a healthy place. Some may have said that was because of me, but it was mostly because of that. I won't find hard to be there. And it does say one new message on here. Is that the AI one? On well, yeah, Megan's a little bit much. It's a little bit mind, I almost let me explain myself on this one. I almost understand people, although there are different types of melanated, and some people like it black. I don't understand those people. They're almost worse than the ones that don't drink coffee at all. Sorry to say that. I know. Sorry, like the people that don't like sugar, don't like milk or cream in their coffee, which I don't see a huge difference. I mean, one's heavier, I guess, but I don't care. I'm just gonna try and type this up again here. So part of me was curious to make sure that sends to. But there's part of me that, again, it's the patience thing. We could talk about that in a whole other video, maybe. I don't know. Basically, it's hard. The more that you have to wait, the more that you find you're waiting for things, even though you're trying, or I don't know. It's hard. But yeah, I mean, but I can also understand people that just, well, like I'm thinking of one particular person, and I've even had a bit of recent contact with her. My phone's downstairs. I should go get it. Maybe I should. Because that was in the group. I don't know if I really want to say that there. But you know what? It'd be interesting to see if people. Oh, if she got a coach, she probably got rid of it. I try sending her on here. No, she never sees the messages. Well, it's at least a little brighter. I had 40 minutes at most. Good, Mr. Oh, we have a viewer as soon as I go downstairs. Hello, welcome. So, the point of this video, aside from if you have any music requests, is to talk about lightly, and the viewer goes. Again, there could be various reasons, but the viewer left, so I leave. Just kidding. Again, this is very viewer focused. I mean, most videos are, but I obviously don't have a script in this, Well, she turned to comment on the one post. She commented a couple of nice comments, and then she but then we're in the same neighborhood, and there's a neighborhood group, and she posted there, and she was okay communicating there a little bit. And I do think she knows I have a good heart, but if she's there or knows the people that are, she might think I am, and I really don't think I am. I have emotions like any human, and when they are being tried, or when I'm going through a tough time, but to most it would maybe sound well, but she's okay with that. I've also said feel free to add me, and she hasn't. She's working on knitting projects, and also I don't know why she goes by the Silver Angel when she doesn't have gray hair. So I prefer things that make sense. Thank you. I'm sure I'll think about if I'm wanting to keep a certain tab there and there becomes nothing to do on there, I'll think about that one. There's also just a bookshelf, though. You might get into the dog. So maybe at this point I should just say what I wanted to say and get out of here, But I was really hoping for a bit more engagement. I am happy to see that somebody liked it, but yeah. I think it would indicate whether it was a message or a messenger was being wonky. I mean, she wasn't all that chatty yesterday anyway, and I mean, I can only try and send it in the tabs. Like I don't even, yeah. And I'm pretty sure I did copy because that's what I was trying to do. So I copy selected. It's 2 steps. I'm sure I did some and tried to paste it and it didn't go in. So I might actually start another one. Make it a bit shorter.